Regarding Rek'Sai entirely, which in my opinion, Diamond's had his most impressive game of the split. So here's your team comps on screen one more time. Let's see who's going to get the advantage and who's going to get ahead. Of course, for Origen, we've seen what Pekka can do late. We've seen what this Vladimir can do late. Assuming Gambit.
I like this play here. Betsy, he's winning the mid lane against the Vladimir pick from Xpegas. This is what has happened a few times.
Amazing's going to go down. Spirit Rush is up. Not even going to get needed. Betsy lands the chomp. Diamond goes low. But first blood secured for Diamond Prox. Amazing didn't want that. That's a flash for Hemo play comes out. That might be enough to secure the kill. Sanguine Pool is going to keep Betsy in place. Peke is going for the kill. Not going to secure it this time round, but the
can Capuchat recall in time to get that home guard? Because Gambit, they want to fight, and they're going in.
Teleports come in from Soas. That was close. Diamond Prox almost connects with the javelin, but is still standing. Here comes the support from Soas. He's used his teleports already. Hemo Plague out to Forgiven and Gosu. Soas is trying to run a target down. Little Lance will connect on both. Hemo Plague has now popped, and Tides of Blood splatting across Forgiven's face. He's still got the flash available, holding on to it. Sanguine Pool's out. Sanguine Pool is not going to be enough. The Prey Seeker does though. Amazing, finds the kill. Mithy is looking for the Pulverize. There's the flash away and an uncharacteristic miss. Niels rends Diamond for a kill.
Something that can keep him away from me. Slow him down, speed myself up against the Hecarim is always super effective. Goes to Pepper here. Might be caught out.
Oh, he has been indeed. The knockup comes up and Niels lands the killing blow. Now Diamond, he gets headbutted back as Mithy has found him and Peke transfuses a kill.
So much of the early objectives, they never really got to fight, and then slowly but surely they just lost the game. Here they've been more active in the early game. Finds the one ward.
Betsy's going to be in trouble. I think there's a ghost. Here comes Soas as well. Betsy's going to get turned into a munchkin.
But now Origen has to worry about the Baron. Nilf back in base when this play happened, and look what Gambit is doing instantly. Rushing it, only 2 guys are around it. TP from Source is ready. He has to use it if they want to stop it.
And he is. Amazing's coming in with the help of Mithy. The knockup is onto Ghost. Ghost is trying to run away. Baron has been stopped. Now Caboshot going to hold on to that onslaught of shadows. Where does he throw it? Still keeping the trigger. There's no Hemo Plague from Peke, nor is there a Ghost. Mithy goes in for a 2-man Pulverize. Gosu Peppers on the backline trying to run away. Peke's come in. Sanguine Blade. Amazing is returned from the flank. Diamond gets cut down where he stands. Origen get 4 kills after killing Betsy bottom and secure the Baron for themselves.
Everything was planned there from Origen, from getting that kill to saying we know we can stop it. Mithy goes in, pops the ulti on that Alistar and just dances around the members. You have Kalista now for the rend as well, so Baron for Origen. They want this. That is what matters. I agree 100%. Origen, they're just going in for another dive.
So Diamond's down.
You're falling behind now. Alistar is in his prime position.
Inhibitor turret will get secured. Mithy gets lobbed in by Fate's Call. Pulverize is going to catch Caboshot out, and he's dropped. He tried to onslaught away, but does nothing. He's feared into oblivion. The inhibitor will drop. This Baron-empowered minions being pushed down on that bottom lane. Origen, they're not letting up. They're onto the Nexus turret, so they're challenging the wave clear. Nexus turret number 1 is down. Origen now going to slowly back away. So I think Betsy...
The way back to this game here, it's still going to be around these individual performance.
CS.
Yeah, now Origen obviously up in the top lane pushing in. We mentioned here how now Gambit might have the chance. They're going in.
So we'll find out. Gosu Pepper is down. We do see there's Mithy with the headbutt Pulverize combo. Betsy's spur rushing away with Xpeke out. Can Niels clean up? And the simple answer is yes. He's got himself a double kill as they turn their attention onto Caboshot. The onslaught of shadows is there just to keep Caboshot alive. The exhaust will hold him in place as Niels will get himself a triple. Origen will get their 8th tower and they set their sights on the inhibitor.
Gambit had to try this point here. They were waiting, trying to see if they can get the jump. They can peck it down, but that's about it. Origen still so far ahead of Gambit in this game here, and they're looking to finish everything.
Look how short those death timers are. 10 seconds left before Forgiven is...
Don't want to risk a potential smite steal, even though you have the Kalista Man, and here's the fight.
Well, Gosu gets caught up by Fate's Call, and he's down. Niels goes legendary with that rend. I was going to need a miracle smite steal to make this work. He's going to throw down Unbreakable Will. Up to 30 stacks. We see Diamond is down. Amazing gets the kill, and Baron, number 2, secured by Origen. Officio.
And then everyone else fighting to make these playoffs here. 4, 5, and 6, of course. Origen gonna get down this inhibitor, and let's see if they want to go for another one.
Well, it does look like they want that. Diamond Prox has got caught out a little bit. There's no unbreakable will for Mithy as we see transfusions being thrown out from Peke. Chemo Plague is on cooldown, but there's only one Nexus turret to get through. And there's still an inhibitor standing. I retract the statement. There is no inhibitor standing. Niels is hammering away with that Bloodthirster shield and the shield from Lulu. Peki holds on to his Sanguine Blade. Wild Growth comes out to keep Niels alive. Diamond hops in, and he just gets dropped. Onslaught of Shadows is there to kill Mithy, but that's not going to be enough. So as Niels, all of Origen moving forward. They want to go for the Fountain Dive, going to prevent it this time round. Nexus is the focus, and at 35 minutes, Origen clearly hold on to third.
Definitely had a plan from the start to how to play against Gambit here. We saw a very clear focus on Capo Shot in the early game. The lane stop at first, denied a lot of farm in that case here. Then they kept Niels in the top lane to try and deny Capo Shot even more, force him to go to the bottom lane. Suddenly Amazing showed up, a lot of focus there on shutting him down. Also the pick and ban phase. And once again, we see Gambit give up so many power picks to the other team. Alistar, Kalista, Rek'Sai for Origen here. And I thought it looked a little bit difficult for them in the mid game when the mid tower went down, because Betsy won that lane against Pekka. I was like, well, this might open it up for Gambit now to really start roaming around. But then suddenly Soas on his Lulu is just everywhere. Push out his lane, then suddenly he's ganking bot lane, and that gave so many to Origen and made them able to respond in the mid game and even out the goal.
And just to highlight something really quickly, Cabo Shot's Hecarim dealt 5,700 damage to champions that game. 5-7. Mithy's Alistar dealt 5,100 damage to champions that game. Mithy on Alistar was way in the front. And this is what I want to go back to and talk about, is how Gambit as a team, they had vision, they had control points, they were pushing lanes, but they didn't find a way to use the resource that was Cabo Shot.
I feel like they did 80% of that correct, but they were missing the last 20%. The wards were not in the 100% right place, the lanes were not pushed at the same time, and that's what basically stopped them from ever really pushing that advantage.
Yeah.
And also just again, Origen managed to respond so well, and they were ahead in gold from like 15 minutes.
It wasn't massive though.
It was obviously a small lead, but it was enough with a scaling comp. It obviously means a lot more.